Hi, I'm Devin Braune, sim racer and programmer from Germany, and I race for WRT in the World EX. I'm in the unique position that I actually work for Studio 397, making me one of the very few esports drivers that actually work on sim software. I started modding at some point, I enjoyed that a lot, and decided, hey, why not try programming as well? One thing led to another, and I ended up studying game engineering. I started out working on audio, moved on to optimization, and then expanded from there. Programming isn't the only thing I do, obviously, but my official job title is software engineer. I started playing the F1 games from the 90s, various ones of them. Back then there was no exclusive license. Then eventually, shortly after, I started karting for the first time, and then just joined a kart club, and I never stopped. It's one of the very few esports series that are actually fun to drive, so you don't have a week-long grind fest for setups, followed by a turn 1 crash fest, but you actually get together as drivers and you enjoy driving and you have a laugh together. You have to be able to adapt, simply put, sometimes from one corner to the next. The car has a lot of tools that you can use to actually make it do what you want it to do, but you actually have to decide at that moment which tool is the best and the fastest for the job, and in the long term which one is best on the tires as well. WRT takes care of everything, so I have to focus on the one thing that really matters, which is the driving. I can't praise the team enough, honestly. I think I speak for Chris and myself when I say they make us feel very welcome, especially when we attend races. And Fred always finds a minute or two, maybe even 10, to have a chat with us, even though we're certainly not the only guests of the team. Chris is actually doing incredible, to be honest. So I had the pleasure of using his hand controls a couple weeks ago at Hockenheim. Like the very steering wheel he uses to race in this series. And despite using ABS and traction control in that case, I couldn't actually go faster than him. I couldn't beat him. Couldn't extract more pace out of the car than what the controls allowed me to do. And as we see in the series, he's still competitive, he still races people, and he's not slow. Considering that this car requires a ton of precision on both throttle and brake, I think he's doing absolutely insane work, and his real-life results show that. I'm a huge advocate for green energy and efficiency. It's a little thing that adds up sometimes. So the daily commute to work, for instance, if you cut that out entirely and everyone does it, that's a lot of energy we save. Or even if you just make that like 50% more efficient, that's the same as if half the people would stop driving to work every day. That's a lot of energy that you can just save. The same goes for every other kind of energy. And at the end of the day, if we can actually get on top of that, I think we can live in a better place.